What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Waiting on Facebook to get situated so I can go ahead and go live. Welcome, 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 everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day. We're about to go live. I'm just trying to make sure we straight over here on Facebook. Let's see. Ah, hold on. Let's see. We're gonna stop this. Start streaming. Start. Let's see. Start streaming. Just gotta connect on Facebook. Let's see. Okay, cool. We over on Facebook. Let's go live. I hope everybody having a great day today. Welcome YouTube, welcome YouTube, welcome Facebook. What's up, y'all? I hope everybody's doing well. We're about to get started. I'm just over here setting up everything so that I can see what's going on. I want to make sure we see what's going on. All right, we good there. Now let me go ahead and pull OBS up, and then we're good to go. Let's go. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's going on? It's your guy Joe Martin, 750 credit score on Instagram. Your favorite big brother, the Simplicity Genius. More life loading, more life loading. I hope everybody's having a great day. I am right now. I'm currently streaming live on Facebook and I'm streaming live on YouTube. So shout out to the YouTube universe. Shout out to the Facebook universe. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope y'all doing well. Um, if y'all see what I tagged on this video right here is don't let your heart, don't allow your heart to cause you to miss your blessings. Okay? Don't allow your heart to cause you to miss your blessings. And let me give you some understanding on what I mean by don't allow your heart to allow you to miss your blessings. You know, a lot of times we don't get the things that we pray for and the things that we ask for in life because we don't have a fully cleansed heart. You know, um, it's a lot of people that's holding on to certain anger. It's people that's holding on to certain mishaps in life. It's people that's holding on to things in life, right? Because we know life throws all type of curveballs at us every day. You know, um, and a lot of things that happen in life be unexpected, right? It's things that we wouldn't imagine happening, but it happens, and when those things happen, depending on the level of what that thing is, it can cause a person to become angry. It could cause a person to become upset. It could cause a person's heart to be filled with anger. It causes a person's heart to be filled with vengeance, the wanting of revenge, a lot of things, and a lot of people deal with um, post traumatic stress disorder. You know, depending on what you've been through, we've been through a lot. My family been through a lot. Um, I lost a lot of people in my life, you know, from friends to family members to close family members. I lost a lot of people in my life. So, you know, dealing with all those loss, it causes trauma. And that trauma, depending on the level of that trauma, it could cause your heart to become black. A lot of people, right, they see you, um, and of course, you can't show your black heart, you can't show your anger all day, every day. So a lot of times what you will do is you will shelter that anger, you will shelter the pain, you will hide all of that stuff, because you got to keep moving through life and you don't want everybody to know what you got going on or what you're dealing with personally, you know. So a lot of times what we do is we hide our pain, we hide our frustrations, we hide our anger, and we put it underneath layers of smiles, layers of things. We hide it, and people don't know. A lot of times people don't know. And those people who haven't learned how to embrace the power of transparency, they definitely not showing what they dealing with or what they've been going through. They not showing that. You know, when you become to a certain level in life where you can share your story and be transparent with your story, then you will share it more. But a lot of people haven't got to that place where they're able to even share their story, share their frustration, share their pain. They haven't got to that place yet. You know, it took me years to get there. It took me years to be able to share my hurt. It took me years to be able to share the pain, and I still don't share it 100%, but I do share it. And it took me a long time to get there. Um, I say a lot of times the universe, God, He takes some of the strongest people through some of the hardest things in life. And the reason why we go through these things is because we know that we built what He know that we built. Whoever He may be, whatever you may call Him, God, Allah, you know, the Most High, um, whatever you may call Him, right? So we know that we built for it and we can make it through. But when you right there at that dark tunnel and you going through it at that moment, you really don't know. I got a lot of friends that took themselves away from the world because they couldn't make it through the tunnel, or even didn't even want to walk through the tunnel, didn't even want to go through all of the pain, the frustrations, the depression. They didn't want to go through it, so they didn't make it through. Fortunately, I was one person that was in that dark tunnel. And when I say that dark tunnel, I'm talking about the tunnel of depression, because it's heavy. Depression could be a real monster, and if you don't have the right support system or the right foundation when you're dealing with depression, then depression could kill you. It could take you away. Um, that's why it's always good to have a circle of people that you trust to share your concerns or your problems or your it's always good to have a circle of friends, you know. And just to give, because I'm on YouTube and I know a lot of people in my YouTube universe, they don't know about this, so like I said, we lost my little man 18 years ago to murder at the age of 4 years old. And that wound has just been opened up again. Things like that, when you lose a child, and I lost two. I lost my daughter in 2004 to kidney failure, and I lost my little man in 2006 to murder. You know, um, when you lose something like that that's so close, it could put you in a place where you lose yourself in the midst of losing those people. You know, um, the closest man that I had in my life was my father. My father, and I'm thankful for my father. I love my father. My father showed me how to be a man. He showed me the importance of family. He showed me the importance of family. He showed me that. I remember when my father was here, and I think it was my daughter's birthday, because she passed away in 2004, and my father left in 2007. So I think it was my daughter's birthday, and I told my father, I was like, and want to go to the cemetery and put some flowers on Destiny headstone. And I was like, I really don't want to go, because I said I really don't want to go, and my father said, Joe, always take care of your people, whether they here, whether they gone. Go on up there and always take care of your people, take care of your family. So when my father told me that, man, I don't miss her birthday. So on her birthday every year, I make sure I make it our business. My wife gonna make it our business anyway, that we get up there and put some flowers on her headstone, clean off her headstone, do things like that, and I do that on the strength of what my father told me. So in 2007, when my father passed away, I lost a confidant. I lost a person that I could always go talk to when I needed to talk to him. You know, um, and when he left, I had to figure it out. You know, I had to figure it out. I had to figure out how to keep going. I had to figure out how to keep moving. I had to figure out how to keep living. You know, I sit back sometimes, man, and people, they see my success. They seen my growth over the years. Um, and I just sit back and I say to myself, I say, man, if people only knew the shoes that I had to walk in to get to where I'm at right now, as far as my mental, if people only knew. But the mask we wear, the mask we wear, and yesterday I had to close a chapter in my life. You know what I'm saying? I closed the chapter in my life, and I'm gonna try to keep that chapter closed. I don't even want to revisit that chapter. You know, I want to just continue to move, continue to be who I'm destined to be. I want to be whoever God wants me to be. I want to be that person. And I want to be that person 100%. So I want to be able to give myself, I want to be able to get the people that I engage with. I want to be able to get the people that I interact with. I want to be able to get them 100% of Joe. I want to be able to give my wife, I want to be able to give my kids. I want to be able to give so many beautiful people and so many beautiful souls in the world. I want to be able to give them 100% of me. I don't want to give them the watered down version of me because my heart has vengeance, anger, and pain in it. So the reason that I said don't allow your heart to cause you to miss your blessings, the reason that I said that is because when we hold on to certain things in our heart, when we hold on to certain anger, and when we hold on to certain vengeance and wanting revenge, when we hold on to that stuff, it's really keeping us imprisoned in that thing. The anger has us as a prisoner. The frustration has us as a prisoner. The pain has us as a prisoner. You know, the depression has us as a prisoner. You know, so I had to tell my sister yesterday, I had to say, listen, forgiveness is not for nobody but us. And we have to learn how to forgive. And I have to explain that it's not about forgiving the person that committed and that brought the pain, because we can care less about that. It's about forgiving ourselves somewhere in there, we have to forgive ourselves because we are still holding ourselves accountable for certain things that we didn't do, certain things that we probably didn't see, certain things that we probably saw but didn't think too much of it and ignored it. And it could be anything. Like for a long time, I'm gonna tell you, right? Um, my nephew spent a lot of time with me and my wife and Jasmine, right? He spent a lot of time with us. He almost damn near stayed with us, you know. And we had Christmas at my sister's house that year. So we packed up and we went to my sister's house. Me and Jasmine and Jaden. And we had a good time on that Christmas day. Jaden got a new Escalade Power Wheel. You know, it's still sitting in my garage. Jaden got a lot of Batman things because he loved Batman. So he got it was a beautiful day, and we had family. As family was there, everybody was there. It was a peaceful moment, man. Everybody was there. And when we was leaving, Jaden sat on the steps and he said, "I want to come to your house. I want to come back to your house." And I told Jay, I say, "Jay, it's Christmas. Stay with your mom. Spend some time with your mother. Stay here. I'll come back and get you." And I feel like that was the worst decision that I ever made in my life because something in my heart says that Jaden would have still been here if I would have said, "Come on, go get your bag and let's go." So when I say we have to learn how to forgive, I have to forgive myself. I have to quit letting that moment hover over my life. Because that moment and that decision has had me as a prisoner for 18 years. So I tell people forgiveness is not for them, forgiveness is for us. So if you holding on to some type of anger, or if you holding on to some type of frustration that you have towards somebody because somebody did something to you that hurt you, you have to learn how to forgive because forgiveness is not for them, forgiveness is for you. Because in order for you to be 100% of who you are, you can't allow the things that's on your heart keep you as a prisoner. You have to learn how to let go and let God, or let go and let you be who you could be. You know, because certain things in life could keep you as a prisoner, and it will keep you as a prisoner if you allow it to. And it's a growth thing. It ain't something that you could just wake up and say, "Man, I'm done. I'm gonna just be back who I was." It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You have to, because it took years for me to share my transparency. But one day I found out that the power of our story lies in the transparency of our story. And this is why I always say that a lot of the strongest people go through some of the worst things in life because we are able to share our transparency, because the stories don't change, but the characters change. The stories don't change, the characters change. And what I mean by that is there's going to be a lot of people that go through the same situations in life, same story, but different characters. So, me standing here as a person that has lost so many people, Lost my daughter, lost my little man, lost my father, lost my uncles, lost my granddaddy, lost my grandmothers, lost friends, lost so much. But I'm able to stand here and say that I was there. I dealt with depression, I dealt with pain, I dealt with frustrations, I dealt with all of that. And there's going to be more people, sad to say, but it's going to be a lot more people that's going to go through similar situations. And those people have to have somebody there to tell them that it is light at the end of that tunnel, but you have to keep going. The best way to get through any storm in life is you have to keep going. You cannot allow yourself to stand still in the midst of a storm. Because if you stand still in the midst of a storm, there's a chance of you hurting yourself. There's a chance of something happening to you. So, the best way to get through any storm in life, you have to keep going. You know, life not too short, life is long. But if we let certain things hinder our growth, hinder our health, and slow us down, then life can be short. But life can also be long and life can also be beautiful, you know? So we have to quit saying life is too short. We got to be mindful of the things that we say because when we say those things, we speak it into existence. So I don't never want to say that life is too short. I'm going to say life is long, life is beautiful, you know? But we have to allow life to be beautiful. We have to allow life to be beautiful because it can be beautiful. And the way that it could be beautiful is we have to learn to forgive the things that we are holding on to as people. Forgiveness is a hard word. It's a very hard word. And it's a hard task to forgive, especially when you feel like somebody's done something to harm you as a person. Forgiveness is tough. But somewhere along the way in life, we have to learn how to forgive. And that's the only way that we can continue to keep going. We can't keep being in restraints. We can't keep being held hostage by vengeance, anger, depression, things that we keep in our heart. We can't keep allowing those things to keep us as prisoners because it will if we let it. Life is not short. So if anybody ever tell you life is too short, you correct them quickly and you say life is long and life is beautiful because life is not too short. But we have to learn how to let go. We have to learn how to let go. We have to learn how to always come back to the essence of you. Life is beautiful, you know. Um, Being able to connect with people is beautiful. Being able to have kids that you could teach and groom into good productive people is beautiful. Being able to connect with complete strangers and have a conversation where you learn from each other or you grow from each other or you grow from that one conversation is beautiful. Life is beautiful. So life is not too short. Life is long. And be mindful of the things that you say to yourself. Be mindful of the things that you say to others. Because when you say certain things, words manifest into real things. So be mindful of what you say. If you got kids, don't call them out their name. Call them nothing more than what they are. A beautiful soul, a beautiful person, a smart, intelligent individual, and you will be successful. You got to speak that over your kids. You got to speak health. You got to speak protection. You got to speak wealth. You got to speak everything positive over your kids because you got to be mindful of what you say to people, you got to be mindful of what you say to yourself. And I'm going to tell y'all this, right? I say, don't allow your heart to cause you to miss your blessings. And I'm gonna explain something to you, right? My heart wanted revenge. My heart wanted me to do something to somebody, and sometimes I feel like that's the reason why I haven't reached my full capability of who Joe is, because I was holding on to that want for revenge. I remember 18 years ago when it happened. I was on my way to get what I thought I wanted. It was 3 a.m. in the morning, and I was on my way. All my life, I moved calculated. And at 3 in the morning, my mother called me and my sister called me at 3 a.m. Ain't nobody up at 3 a.m. What somebody doing up at 3 a.m.? What y'all doing up at 3 a.m. in the midst of all of this? Well, maybe you couldn't sleep, but they was up and I was on my way somewhere. I was on my way to do something that I thought I wanted. I was on my way to make a decision in my life that would have probably changed the whole trajectory of my life. Because this was before Trey, this was before Kira, this was before everything. And if I would have went and did what I thought I was what I thought I wanted, it's a chance that I wouldn't be here today. It's a chance that I either would have been dead or I would have been in jail. But at 3 a.m. in the morning, while I was on my way to go do what I thought that I wanted, my phone rang. It was my mother and my sister, and they didn't say, Joe, what you doing? They didn't say that. They said, Joe, where you at? Right? They say, Joe, where you at? Now, that's the first thing that they said when they got on when I answered the phone. Joe, where you at? It wasn't Joe, it wasn't Joe, what you doing? Or Joe, what you doing still up? It wasn't that. It was Joe, where you at? It's like that's a word God told them to ask me. That's a question God told them to ask me. Joe, where you at? And me being who I am, I told my mother where I was at. And my mother say, Joe, you got to think about Ann. You got to think about Jasmine. So at that moment, I went back home. You know, I went back home and I started my healing process. But my heart haven't healed 100% because I continue to hold on to anger, hold on to vengeance. I continue to hoarder emotions and hoarder pain. I continue to live and not cry. My wife told me, she said, Joe, it's okay to cry. Quit always trying to be so tough. Quit always trying to be so hard. You know, quit always trying to hide your emotions. It's okay to cry. And sometimes when you cry, man, it feels so good because you finally able to let something out. When you go through certain things in life, it comes back in emotions, right? It's Is I mean, emotions come in moments. It could be a song that trigger an emotion, right? Like you might hear a song and you might think of the ones that you lost, or you might think of the people that you love because you just heard a song, you know. So it come in moments. And some things are never 100% healed, but you got to give it an opportunity to start healing. You got to. You got to. I look at certain things and I look at certain things and I think about certain things. I think about how far I came in life. I think about how far I came in life. I came a long way. I remember one of my friends told me, he say, Joe, we ain't know how you was gonna turn out. Oh, gang banging Joe. I wasn't gang banging, but I was affiliated. But they say that, say we ain't know how you was gonna turn out. That was a hurt. That was a hurtful comment because I always say to myself, damn, you ain't see nothing in me. You ain't see nothing in me. That's tough. You ain't see nothing in me for you to tell me that you didn't know how I was gonna turn out. It's a hurtful thing. And then to think that you was never a bad person. You was never just a reckless dude. I was always loyal. So regardless if I'm with you, I'm with you. Whether you right or wrong, if I'm with you, I'm with you. So, all right, y'all. Don't allow your heart to stop you from getting your complete blessings. You got to learn how to let go. You got to learn how to forgive. You got to learn how to, if you can, share your transparency. Because if you made it through a storm, trust me that somebody else is going through that same storm in this world. And they need a person like you to tell them that it will be all right. They need a person like you to say that, hey man, you could make it. They need a person like you to say, hey man, don't stop. They need a person like you to say, don't give up. They need a person like you to just embrace them, hug them, and let them know that I love you and I'm here with you. And I understand that you're going through a storm right now, but I'm willing to walk through this storm with you. And I'm willing to take every step of this journey. I'm willing to walk it with you. I'm willing to see you become who you are. I'm willing to see you become back complete. I'm willing to see you become back whole. I'm willing to see that hole that's in your heart. I want to see it healed. They need that, you know? They need that. And y'all be good, man. So I appreciate those that tuned in. I appreciate all of the support. I appreciate all the prayers. I appreciate everything, and I will continue to share my story. And this year, God willing, I will launch the Jaden Foundation in the memory of Jaden. And it will be done because it has been spoken. Y'all stop holding on to those friendships of people who don't mean you no good. Let that go because that could be a hindering thing as well. All right? So, more life loading, y'all. Y'all see it. More life loading. And let your life load, man, because life is long. Life is not too short. Life is long. And we have to make sure we speak it. So, Facebook, I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all be good. I'm signing off. YouTube, I'll holler at y'all later. I appreciate all y'all, and let's keep moving. Peace.